All right, so gonna do another episode of the Doug's Photography blog here, and I'm gonna try and point the camera at my face. Oh, let me see. Be careful, like I'm still getting used to this camera. If I touch the rear screen while I'm doing video, it goes into spot focus. So I really wanted to do face tracking, of course. So here's what we're doing today. We're back down on South Congress. I come down here so much that I'm sitting actually right on an alleyway, so I'm probably gonna get run over here. But this is an alleyway I walk through quite a bit when I'm headed to go take pictures, and occasionally I take pictures of the alley and other various objects. And so what I've been doing for a long time is I always print out all the pictures I take on Amazon, because I'm an Amazon Prime member, and so I get free photo storage. I'm not sponsored in any way, so you get free photo storage, and then it's really cheap to print out just some little, pictures. And so anytime I take some pictures down here that I think, I might run into somebody who I took their picture, I just print out the picture and I keep it in my my little backpack here, or my back pocket, when I'm taking pictures down here. And if I run into anybody who I've taken a picture of, I just give them their picture. And I have to say I get a lot more positive responses from people whose pictures I've taken, giving them their picture, than when I took it. Like a lot of times, I get a neutral to negative response taking someone's picture without asking. But then when I, magically appear with their picture and I give it to them, I've never had a negative response to that. I've always had very positive responses to that. And so I guess it kind of balances out for me, this feeling. Sometimes I can take away a feeling of negativity, like I think I did a couple weeks ago. And I really don't want to take away a feeling of negativity. I want to take away a better feeling so that I will keep coming out here and taking pictures, because that's what I want to do. And so I always print them out. This is not all of them. These are just the ones I printed out last 2 weeks. I've got another package here of all the ones, and I've given out hundreds of photographs to people. And but what I haven't done is I've got a lot of pictures that I'm sure I will never find the people in these pictures, and they're not even recognizable, but the places are recognizable. And so what I want to start doing is I've got some tape, I've got some Scotch tape here. I want to start actually taping the pictures to the locations of the places that I took them. Like, for instance, you see right over here, there's this old broken door, there's graffiti on it. It's been there for ages. And I'm going to take a picture I've got of that door, which is not the best picture, it's an okay picture, and I'm going to tape it on there. And maybe somebody will look at that door and they'll look at the picture and they'll think, maybe this door is a piece of artwork. Maybe it's not just a piece of garbage, that's waiting for the dustbin, which it is, obviously, but now it's something a little bit more than that. So, and maybe what I'll do is when I do that, I'll actually take pictures of the pictures that I put on objects, and maybe share those in this video. So I'm gonna try and do that. We'll see how that goes. So anyway, that's my plan. I'll also share any other just normal street photography that I take today in the video as well. And we'll see how it goes. So here we go. All right, so made it back to the house, and I went through these pictures, and I'm gonna try and go fast here. I feel like I was pretty successful. I don't know, like the taping thing worked out pretty well. I might bring a different kind of tape next time, and I'm not really sure if I succeeded or not in what I was trying to do. But you'll have to maybe look and decide for yourself whether you think I succeeded, and I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it or not, but we got a lot to go through, so let me get started here. So I put the two guys that I took pictures of sort of sitting at that sort of outdoor wooden bar, and I taped them up on the bar. And I like how the picture came out. And I don't know, like, I wonder if anybody will even notice these, or if anybody does notice them, if they'll notice that, like, these are pictures of the thing that they're on. I really hope somebody notices these. I'll never know, though. It's just going to be complete Maybe if I do this long enough, you know, if I do this week after week, people will just start to notice. But you can see I've got the guy in the red suit and this guy in the, I don't know what this jacket is he's wearing. It's got like, stuff all over it. Race Tech, Parts Unlimited, Champion. He must be some kind of a biker or something, like a motorcycle rider or something like that. Woefully ignorant on this, obviously. Motorcycle rider. Yeah, so I'm an idiot about this. I got the picture of the couple here that are sort of like in the Christmas store. It just looks like a Christmas store. It's got a Christmas tree. There are Christmas lights everywhere. I really like that there's foreground and there's a subject and background, and there's just so much cool out of focus stuff going on. I taped it. Here's the pic. I taped it just like to the front of the shop. The wall right in front of the door here. I wonder if they wonder what the heck I was doing. But we'll see, you know, like... someone's going to see that, you know, someone from that shop, someone from that store is going to see that. I wonder if they'll like it or not. Hard to say. There it is. I did the door, of course. Here's the picture of the door. You know, it's not a great picture. I found the door interesting. I think the reason I like the door is that it's just not doing its thing anymore. It's not opening, closing. It's not separating one space from another. It's not even flat anymore. It's like almost banana shaped now, which makes it interesting. Plus it's covered in graffiti. So yeah, I put that photo right on there. I wonder if anybody will notice. That'd be pretty cool. I took Anthony's guitar picture and I dropped it in his tip basket, which is actually the guitar case. So who knows if he'll like that or not. Probably would have preferred a $5 bill. I bet. So, yeah, we got that. So this one that says provisions really big, and it's got the guy, yeah, holding the bag. I knew I'd never be able to find him, and so I actually walked his picture into that store and just handed it to the guy at the counter. And I don't know if he had no idea, like, why I would be giving him a picture, but I just thought that was the best thing to do with it. Same thing with the guy in the candy shop here. I've got this guy. He's looking super epic. He's like walking. I really like how he's sort of looking off camera. Of course he would be. He doesn't know I'm taking his picture, but he's looking off camera. He's walking in a direction that he's not looking. And he's clearly got some stuff in his hands here. He's like a man on a mission. He also just looks badass. He's got like tattoos on his arms. He's got like this serious business goatee thing going on. He's like the candy guy you wouldn't want to get in a fight with. Anyway, I actually walked into the candy store and gave him his photograph, and he was super nice. He seemed like he really liked it. So, that was rewarding. Alright, so I have this picture here. This guy sort of leaning against this bike rack outside the CoStar. And I knew I'd never be able to find him again. So I just went ahead and taped his picture to the thing he was leaning on. If anybody ever sees this, I just hope that they'll put two and two together and think, this picture is of this bike rack, you know? It's kind of funny because I taped the picture right where his butt is. I didn't really mean to do that, but I don't know. I'm kind of getting a kick out of this. I think this is pretty fun. Let's see. I've got the girl outside the toy store. I taped hers up outside the toy store. I wonder if they'll notice it. And the girl's eating pizza. Actually, I like this one because you can see in the picture the curb is like this very distinctive yellow. And then in the picture where I've taped it directly to the curb. And you can see that the picture of the curb looks just like the picture of the curb. The color. It looks just the same. And so I guess my monitor is calibrated right and my printing service is getting colors correctly, but I really like this one. It's more than the other ones. I feel like it's really kind of I don't know, like Inception or something, you know, like a dream of a dream. This is a picture of a curb, which I'm kind of into. I also did this, I got a picture of this woman through the glass. She's like checking out some jewelry, and she has this look on her face like she's kind of impressed, or whistling maybe. And she's got these socks behind her. I taped her picture up outside that store. This is one of those ones where I feel like, are they going to think I'm creepy or what? Because I would maybe think that I was creepy. I'm at a store, and I found a picture on that side of my store of somebody in my store who didn't know that they were having their picture taken. Yeah, so I could see how these could be interpreted in a creepy way. Anyway, I did what I set out to do, and had fun doing it. I also got some other just non-related pictures that I wanted to go through. The first ones I want to talk about were this guy. His name's Jeremiah, although he told me his name's Lucky. I know from the other homeless guys on the street, though, that his name's Jeremiah. And I hadn't seen him in a long time, and I had some pictures of him from like a year ago. And I gave him his pictures, and he loved them, you know, he was really happy. And so he then became very open to having his picture taken again. And so I took this series of pictures of him, which I'm pretty happy with how they turned out. He's an interesting looking guy, and he was playing harmonica. And so these are pretty good. This is the kind of stuff that I go down there for, you know, to get a really nice portrait of somebody that has a lot of character in their face, and he absolutely does, which I love. And to lighten things up, I also got a picture of a fluffy dog. This dog, oh my gosh, I love this picture. It's just like a pile of fur with like the faintest hints of nose and eyes and a tongue sticking out of the middle. I could take pictures of dogs all day. It never gets old for me. Alright. Ooh, here's a picture I really like. I got this picture through a shop window, and she saw me. Oh my gosh. And she gave me this look, and I could tell that she was like not pleased that I was pointing a camera at her. But oh, I just love all the reflections in the glass and her look. This is another one of those pictures I'm really happy with. Let's see. Here's a picture. I don't think this is a great picture necessarily, but I just love that, like, clearly this is a mother and daughter. They look so similar. You know, you know, she could be a younger version of her. You know, clearly mother and daughter, but they couldn't be more different in their faces, facial expressions. Like, one of them is like laughing and happy. The other one has seen me and she's pissed. She's giving me the look of death. So funny. Alright, here, this is my friend Mike. He's homeless, and he is very sane, and he's a photographer himself. And he lives down there on South Congress, and I always talk to him. He's always down there. And he loves my pictures, and I bring him all of his pictures. I must have bring him about 10 pictures of him. And he also helps me distribute pictures to other people I've taken down there. And so, taking pictures of anybody that he knows that I have pictures of that I haven't seen, I just hand off to him, and he hands them out. So I got this nice portrait of him, although I'm a little bit disappointed in myself. Getting messaged here that I kind of focused on his glasses and I didn't focus on his eye, although that did help me get his awesome beard in focus, so, you know, whatever. Here's another picture of him, sort of a quarter profile. I gave both of those to him today. He was psyched. Here's the guy that he's friends with. This guy is a street vendor. He makes rings out of sorry, I keep getting a message. He makes rings out of guitar strings, and I wanted to find him again because I got this picture, and you can see this next picture of him. This is him. This is his hand holding one of his guitar string rings up for this girl to see, and the look on her face, she just loves it. She looks like she's being proposed to, and she's saying yes, or, you know, like she's just in love with this ring. I gave that to Mike because Mike knows this guy. I think his name's Gary. And he said he would give it to him, and so I'm excited that he'll receive that picture. I think he'll probably like it. And this little girl was looking at his rings, and I got a picture of her too. You can see his rings here in the foreground, and she's got like sort of a striking look on her face, you know, pretty cool. I like her. All right. I took a picture, you know, it was just kind of, you know, there's a lot of construction going on in Austin right now, and I wanted to get, you know, a shot of South Congress, and so you can see downtown here, and you can see the cranes, and you can see all the cars. It's a Friday night, the Continental Club there and everything, so not a great picture, but it's got, you know, some context, you know, for anybody watching this video. This guy plays drums down there all the time, and he makes the greatest faces. Oh my gosh, I only had to pick 2, but I had about 20 I took of him, and every single one of them was just like great facial expressions. And he's a fantastic drummer, and he sings and he plays along with tracks, and he's awesome. He's friends with Mike as well, and so if he's not down there next one, I'll probably give his pictures to Mike. This was one of the last pictures I took in the evening. This girl just, oh, I knew as soon as I walked by, I was like, oh, I gotta get a picture of her, the way she was standing outside this door. And so I kind of walked back and nonchalantly took a picture of her. I don't know if she noticed me or not, but maybe the next time I go, this will be one of the ones I sort of tape up on that brick wall right there. See if anybody notices. And then my final picture, there was this girl, she was inside this pizza shop, and she was just waving at everybody. And so I just took a picture of her. Her mom saw me and gave me a mean look, but I waved back at her. She seemed like she was having a good time. Home slice pizza. Nice. And that's that. That's my photo vlog 3. I feel so much more successful this time. I got a lot of pictures I actually like this time. Kind of had a fun time with my experiment, taping up the pictures in the places I took them. If I keep doing that, I don't know if that will reap any future interesting reward or benefit or anything like that. I don't know if anything will come of that or anybody will notice. But yeah, just street photography. I was thinking about next time maybe doing sort of street photography tips, because I noticed when I'm out there doing street photography, there's things I'm doing that I don't necessarily think about what I'm doing, but I feel like they could be helpful hints for anybody else trying to pick up street photography. So maybe my next video will be different. Maybe it'll be more of a tips and tricks kind of a video. And I'm thinking about maybe doing some more like gear related videos as well. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for, if you made it this far, you know, feel free to comment or whatever, but thanks for watching my photography vlog.